Greetings on this Tuesday, and thanks for spending a little bit of it with me tonight. Weather-wise, pretty nice day out there today. Some cloud cover. We've got some shower chances, and we've got tweaks to your forecast. Not great ones, but the ones that are in tonight's 7-day are for the weekend and a bit of an improvement, I think, more or less. Not, again, much change, but some change. And it's not for the worse, so that's good news weather-wise. An updated forecast in just a few seconds. We're going to go straight to headlines tonight. It was an early day today for myself. I got to spend a few early morning hours with some very motivating folks on their way across this great country on bicycle. I'll introduce to you those from the Fuller House. We'll hear about the organization, what they do, how many millions of dollars they've raised, and what it's all aimed at. And it's a good cause and a good group of folks. And they were out of here about 7 o'clock this morning after spending the night at the Sagersville First Baptist Church on their way to wrap up their trek across this country. That story in just a few seconds. Headlines also including indictments returned by the Montgomery County Grand Jury and a host of other news and information. Another motivational story is this picture sent to us by the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team, sent to them by the family of a man who is a walking, talking miracle and looking very good considering what he endured. Looking at this picture or not, just in thinking about a man being lost or trapped, if you will, in the Red River Gorge for 14 days, 12 days without any food or water, to think that he's still alive, much less looks as well as he does. Truly, a miracle is one of the many words that could be used to try to describe this. This after, of course, he went to the Red River Gorge on Saturday, July the 6th. There was a park ranger who saw his vehicle that day, and the next day that he was on duty, which was on the 13th, the vehicle was still sitting there. They did some looking into it. There was a missing persons report attached to that vehicle out of Ohio. And that's where, of course, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team came in and started going over some of the roughest terrain that the Red River Gorge has to offer. From there, I think everyone knows the rest of the story. He was discovered after some footprints were seen and a faint yell for help and a request for a hug. Airlifted from the scene and now recovering, and as you saw, doing quite well, I would say, in consideration. I hope someday, somewhere, time and chance will allow us to hear from Hearn and those who were there first on scene from the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team. That's on our list. Thanks to you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug. The Big Sandy Healthcare System family is excited to welcome and introduce to you their newest team member, Dr. Emily McCormick, DMD. From right here in Eastern Kentucky, Dr. McCormick joins Hope Family Dental and is excited to see and serve patients in Montgomery County. Call 349-5126 to schedule an appointment.
If you know of a child that needs help, all you have to do is call the hospital. You do not have to have a referral from a doctor or anyone. If you look at your child and that's from birth to 18, and you say, my child is just not standing right, it's not walking right, I just feel like there's something wrong with it. You can call the hospital direct and make your appointment, and they'll set you up. And if you don't have transportation, they will call the local Shrine Club and get you transportation for your child. So there's no reason why that if you have a child that you're just concerned about, that you don't have it checked out with the Shriners Hospital, and it's all free. If you have insurance, they'll take it. If you don't have insurance, you're fine. We need to find that child that needs help, and let's get it help.
Montgomery County indictments in just a few moments. Right now, let's talk to the Fuller Center folks who were in Sagersville last night and pulled out around 7 o'clock this morning, riding across America for better housing and a mission of helping families have simple, decent places to live by helping fix their homes. 1,800 cyclists, like the ones you're about to see and hear from, have together ridden over 1.7 million miles since 2008 in their annual ride and raised over $4.5 million for the Fuller Center for Housing's mission of helping families, again, have simple, decent places to live by helping work and repair or build new homes for them. Here's Neil Mulliken of the Fuller Center.
So the Fuller Center is a Christian nonprofit organization with the goal to end poverty housing. We're an enlightened charity where the beneficiaries don't just receive the funds, they actually pay them back at 0% interest. And so the way they receive assistance, beneficiaries receive assistance is we'll help with roofing, we'll help with building a home, we'll help with whatever we can do to help people achieve low-cost housing. And then when they pay it back, they actually pay it forward to the next beneficiary, and then they pay it forward to the next beneficiary. So, like I said, 94% of our funds at the Fuller Center actually go to beneficiaries, so that money is recycled further and further and further.
The cross-country bicycle ride to raise money and awareness for the Fuller Center for Housing's effort to eliminate poverty is a 4,000-mile trek through 12 states, landing them in Sagersville last night, hosted by the Sagersville First Baptist Church. And this morning at 7 o'clock on the dot, they were up and at 'em and out of here on their way to finish on August the 3rd in Washington, D.C.
The group came from all over the United States. We have riders from Alaska to Florida, New York to California. And all the riders came together. Some will be for a love of riding, and some have actually worked in other service work across the United States or in other avenues, and looking for basically online or have worked with Fuller Center or participated in Fuller Center at one point and heard about our bike adventure. So all of us came together. We organized the event for about a year out. We all came together in Seattle, Washington on May 24th. And we'll end this ride on August 3rd.
The Fuller Center for Housing, founded in 2005 by Presidential Medal of Freedom honoree Millard Fuller, has earned the highest level 4-star rating from Charity Navigator with a perfect 100% score. And there are all sorts of ways someone new can help support them.
We certainly want to get the word out. There's several opportunities that individuals can help. One, they can certainly participate as a rider. They can participate as support. They can do a build at a local Fuller Center. They can contribute to a local Fuller Center. And also there's opportunities even worldwide to help. If there's not a Fuller Center in your area, we always love an invitation to come to that area, and would certainly welcome those opportunities. And so the Fuller Center as a whole, we are a growing organization. We're in 95 cities and in 20 countries. And so if you'd like to help, there's more information at fullercenter.org and fullercenterbikeadventure.org.
Bottom line is, it's about awareness and raising money. So far, again, since 2008, over $4.5 million raised. And awareness comes through raising those funds and certainly through the ride itself.
We actually rode through very close to this area last year, but we usually vary our routes every 4 or 5 years, meaning that we may cycle back through every 4 to 5 years. But we try to vary in order to try to accommodate and touch a lot of the Fuller Centers across the United States. And a lot of that is so people can have an experience with different areas, different build sites, different projects, and it also helps out those communities in which we come in, because the press and everybody else gets a little bit of awareness of what's going on. And it's not just the donations, but it's also families. Sometimes people don't know where to turn in terms of how do I get help. In the Fuller Center, as we go through, that awareness comes about.
You know, I've got a lot of lists. I've got a desk full of lists every day that things just don't get done and it gets added to it. I start new ones the next day. But one of those is to hopefully someday be able to sit and look back more on the news that I've covered over the last 25 years and counting, and actually more than 25. And one of those aspects would be to sit and look at all the folks that I have interviewed riding bicycle, horseback, walking, any other means of travel that they may have so choose to cross this country for whatever mission or motivation they had. I have met a lot of great folks over the years doing just that, and hopefully someday I can kind of gather all that and put that into a little bit of perspective. With that said, your calendar and McGoffin County indictments after this.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Just can't wait, and when it's one of those times for an amazing elective ultrasound of baby, call Mommy and Me 4D Imaging, a local studio with years of OB experience. Located in Sagersville and waiting at 496-5423. Let's go to your Farm Bureau, McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar at this time. And first, an invitation for you to celebrate Pastor William Perkins' 50 years of faithful ministry. The New Life Worship Center is inviting you to attend this Sunday at 11:30 to honor this pastor's 50th spiritual birthday with dinner and festivities after services. Going on today, but also going on tomorrow, their Mobile Science Activities Center will be there at the Extension Service. The Kentucky Reptile Zoo will be there Thursday, and it's a big pool party in the Ramey Park for everyone who attends this Friday for the pool party. It's Extension Day Camp. You have to call to register, and I think you still can if you didn't go today, 349-3216. They've had a ball. They've got some great things and a lot of great fun up there for their day camp. Their next canning class, learn how to can what you harvest out of your garden. Keep some yummy jams and jellies or whatever you want to put in them. There's an art to it, and they can teach you exactly what it is. Call 349-1236 to register. And real quickly, a reminder, camping. It will be the next theme for Patchwork Playdates on Thursday, August the 8th at the Extension Service. They're going to have a craft and a glow-in-the-dark lantern and a really cool snack of some trail mix. Call 349-3216 to find out more. A lot going on there. And always a lot going on the calendar, and if you want to be a part of it, it's as simple as sending me those announcements and those birthdays and anniversaries any way you can get them to me. Turning to funeral service announcements, services set for this Thursday at 2 o'clock for 55-year-old Christopher Arnott of Sagersville, who passed away on Monday at the hospice care facility in Hazard. Son of the late Lowell and Lois Collins Arnott, he survived by his wife Carolyn, son Ricky, and sister Felicia Eastep, as well as a granddaughter, Kyra Arnott. In addition to his parents, Christopher is preceded in death by his maternal grandparents, Beecher and Josephine Crace Collins, and paternal grandparents, Logan and Muriel Minix Arnott. Again, services start 2 o'clock this Thursday from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will begin that morning at 11. Get ready, because the 21st annual McGoffin County Community Day is coming up Saturday, August 17th in Ramey Park, and tickets, as always, are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free, and those $10 tickets still get you into one of the greatest bluegrass shows anywhere and a chance to win a car. And this year, we've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Larry Sparks, Dave Atkins Band, Turning Ground, Randy Maloney and Friends, Aaron Grace Rudd, Black Powder Express, Eddie Jenkins and the 606 Sound, Terry Miller and Traveler, and your MC, CJ the DJ. Get your tickets now at either location of the Sagersville National Bank.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. Dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you...
3 more Montgomery County indictments served since I saw you last, beginning with the following. The Montgomery County grand jury charges 35-year-old Channing Dyer of Sagersville with trafficking in a controlled substance in the first degree, 2 counts, 1 for trafficking in fentanyl and 1 for trafficking in methamphetamine, as he was found in possession of back in October of 2023, as well as February of 2024 this year. And count 3 is also for being in possession of drug paraphernalia on that second occasion, the case brought before the grand jury by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department. Sigsbee Rao of Sagersville was indicted for receiving stolen property over $10,000, prohibited sale or receipt of a vehicle with a removed or altered vehicle identification number, another count of receiving stolen property between $500 and $1,000, and another count of just receiving stolen property. This for a camper which was actually hooked up, I believe, with some utilities attached, sitting near a roadside in Montgomery County, and I believe it was the Lick Creek area. I'm not for certain if memory recalls. Back in January of this year, when he stole that camper, it was found in his property, at least I should say. Witnesses saying that they thought he was the one that took the property. Also, there were a number of items in the camper that were found on his property when the camper was discovered by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department and the Kentucky State Police. Also indicted without an accompanying photograph or mugshot was Melissa Ratliff of Royalton here in Montgomery County, indicted on 2 counts of wanton endangerment in the first degree. This for events on May the 11th of 2023. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Department opened up a case after she caused extreme danger and manifest indifference to the value of life for 2 people who were in her presence or care, one an adult and one as though it looks as to be a juvenile. Again, 2 counts of wanton endangerment in the first degree for Melissa Ratliff. Here is the rest of the show, which is your forecast for the next few days. Beginning with a little current data, 83 right now. That's going to fall real quickly as we got rain knocking on the door, already in the neighborhood for some of us. Right before the rain hit, it was 83, felt closer to 86 because our humidity was at 60% and our dew point was at 70 degrees. Had a small wind of 2 miles per hour out of the west, clocked one at 13 earlier today. And rain, we picked up another 1/4 of an inch of rain since I saw you last. That's good news, and we've got a little more coming. Sunrise at 6:30 and sunset at 8:50. And speaking of some precipitation that's knocking on the door and or here for some of us, this loop from just a few moments ago, rain rolling into the viewing area, some showers and a few thunderstorms, which will certainly cover that 60% chance that we had. And we're going to see some more rain tonight. We need it. We've gotten some. I'll take a look at our monthly total to date on tomorrow night's program or soon this week. We're still less than what we need to be, certainly, and that's putting it mildly. But we're picking up a little here and there, and it is starting to add up, fortunately. As far as temperatures, some pretty easy math there. They're pretty steady still. We have, again, 65 tonight, and as you saw, a 60% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm or 2. Mostly cloudy skies this evening. As far as new rainfall amounts, 1/4 of an inch, I think, unless we see a thunderstorm over some of us or any of us, is a good bet for tonight. But every quarter of an inch counts. Tomorrow for your Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 81 for midweek. And our precipitation, similar to today, almost at 50%. And another day where we might see 1/10 of an inch or so by and large, but there's a chance for some downpours to develop or just some good showers and storms to pass along. Tomorrow night, 65 for your low. Thursday, very, 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 very similar. Mostly cloudy. We'll know 1 degree off your high, even on the nighttime low, and an increased chance of showers and storms otherwise, to the tune of an 80% or likelihood for your Thursday. Again, not talking about a major rain maker as far as total rainfalls are concerned, but a likelihood of some showers, at least mostly light in nature. But there's also, again, always a chance it could, it could open up and the buckets could start to pour. Just not likely for everyone. Sunshine finally comes back on your Friday, 83, 63, partly sunny. We will throw in a 10% chance of showers on your Friday just to cover all bases, and that's in the afternoon. I think Friday is going to be a pretty dry day, and again, as you saw in the low 80s, while we're going to get into the upper 80s for the weekend, 87, 65 for your Saturday, mostly sunny, partly cloudy. That is a dry day, I think, following definitely a mostly dry day, if not completely dry day on your Friday. Sunday, close to 86, 87 again, 66 nighttime lows, mostly sunny skies still. Shower chances roll right back around. 30% on your Sunday, and then we hover around 50 and 40% Monday and Tuesday into next week. Temperatures still bouncing back and forth anywhere between 84 to 86 and 7 Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, with again shower chances throughout the last half of your weekend and at least the first few days of next week. But again, we're still hoping to add a little more rain to our totals. That's it. That's a wrap just for tonight. Thanks for watching. See you back here tomorrow.